Newly appointed Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar is urgently pushing for a ceasefire, with Egyptian and Qatari mediators relaying this demand to Israeli officials ahead of a pivotal summit later this week. This push for a truce comes amid escalating tensions and a recent Israeli attack on a Gaza school, which killed at least 93 people and drew international condemnation. Despite these developments, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's position remains unclear. His allies suggest he might agree to a deal, even at the risk of fracturing his coalition, but Israeli security officials are skeptical due to resistance from far-right ministers. Netanyahu faces mounting pressure from the US to finalize a ceasefire and address hostage situations. A Lebanese minister has raised serious allegations against the Israeli Prime Minister. Yassin has suggested that Netanyahu's actions in the conflict may be driven by personal interests rather than broader regional stability.
I think we are getting closer to a regional conflict. We are, as a matter of fact, in regional conflict. I think Netanyahu is only concerned about waging this regional war to save his neck.
Hamas has expressed reluctance to participate in upcoming talks unless mediators adhere to previous ceasefire proposals by US President Joe Biden and the UN Security Council. US has highlighted the need for an immediate ceasefire to avert a broader regional conflict, with the Hostage and Missing Families Forum in Israel also calling for a swift resolution.
We need to get the hostages out, we need a hostage deal, and we need a ceasefire. And I can't stress that strongly enough. It needs to get done, the deal needs to get done, and it needs to get done now.
However, Netanyahu's coalition partners, including Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich, have labeled the proposed ceasefire a surrender, threatening to destabilize the government if it proceeds. As high-profile assassinations in Lebanon and Iran add to regional tensions, the stakes for the ceasefire negotiations have never been higher. Iranian retaliation plans are under review, potentially influenced by the outcome of these talks. Mediators are working around the clock to finalize a deal, with the summit scheduled to take place in Cairo or Doha next week.